Radiation is a multifaceted topic that encompasses various aspects, ranging from its effects on humans to its applications in defense and literature. Understanding radiation and its implications is crucial for both safety and informed decision-making. In the context of civil defense, radiation plays a significant role. Civil defense refers to the protective measures and strategies employed by governments and organizations to ensure the safety of civilians during emergencies, including radiation incidents. One essential tool used in civil defense is a radiation detector, which helps monitor and measure radiation levels in the environment. These detectors are invaluable in identifying potential radiation hazards and enabling timely evacuation or protective actions. Nuclear radiation, a type of radiation associated with nuclear processes, poses unique challenges and considerations. It encompasses various forms, including alpha, beta, and gamma radiation. Alpha and beta radiation are particles emitted by radioactive substances, while gamma radiation consists of high-energy electromagnetic waves. Understanding the properties and behavior of nuclear radiation is crucial in managing its risks and minimizing exposure. The concept of radiation is not limited to scientific and practical applications. It also finds its place in literature. Radiation, as a subject in literature, can explore themes such as the consequences of exposure, the impact on characters' lives, or even metaphorical representations of societal or emotional toxicity. Literature provides a platform to reflect on the broader implications and symbolic meanings associated with radiation. When considering the effects of radiation, it is important to acknowledge its potential to cause damage. Radiation damage refers to the harmful effects that radiation can have on living organisms and materials. The severity of radiation damage depends on factors such as the dose and duration of exposure. Prolonged or high-dose radiation exposure can lead to various health issues, including radiation sickness, DNA damage, and an increased risk of cancer. In some contexts, the term radiation proc is used, particularly in gaming or virtual environments. It refers to the triggering or activation of a radiation-related event or effect within the game mechanics. Such mechanics often simulate the impact of radiation on characters, adding an additional layer of challenge or strategy to gameplay. Space radiation presents unique considerations due to the absence of Earth's protective atmosphere and magnetic field. Astronauts and space travelers are exposed to higher levels of radiation, including solar particle events and galactic cosmic rays. Mitigating the risks of space radiation exposure is a critical aspect of space exploration and the development of technologies for long-duration space missions. Gamma radiation, a type of high-energy electromagnetic radiation, has numerous applications and implications. It is commonly used in medical imaging techniques such as gamma cameras and gamma knife surgery. Gamma radiation is also employed in industrial processes, sterilization, and cancer treatment through radiation therapy. However, the handling and safety precautions surrounding gamma radiation are of utmost importance to protect both workers and the public. Radiation cloud refers to a release of radioactive materials into the atmosphere, resulting in the dispersion of radiation over a wide area. Such clouds can occur due to nuclear accidents, detonation of nuclear weapons, or incidents at nuclear power plants. Understanding the behavior and dispersion patterns of radiation clouds is vital for effective emergency response and public safety measures. In today's technologically driven world, concerns regarding laptop radiation and electromagnetic fields have emerged. Although laptops emit electromagnetic radiation, including radio waves, the levels are generally considered to be within safe limits. However, it is recommended to maintain proper ergonomics and distance from the laptop screen to minimize potential exposure. Radiation hazards encompass a broad range of potential dangers associated with radiation. It can include occupational hazards in industries that work with radioactive materials, as well as accidental exposure scenarios. Mitigating radiation hazards requires adherence to safety protocols, the use of protective equipment, and regular monitoring of radiation levels in the working environment. In the gaming world, the term radiation warframe refers to a character or entity within the popular online game Warframe that possesses abilities or attributes related to radiation. Such characters often have unique gameplay mechanics or abilities that involve radiation-based attacks or effects. Radiation poisoning, also known as radiation sickness or acute radiation syndrome, occurs when the body is exposed to high levels of ionizing radiation. The severity of radiation poisoning depends on the dose and duration of exposure. Symptoms can include nausea, vomiting, fatigue, and even life-threatening conditions if the exposure is severe. Understanding the effects of nuclear radiation on humans is crucial for managing the risks associated with nuclear accidents or intentional acts. High levels of radiation exposure can lead to immediate health effects, such as burns, radiation sickness, and organ failure. Long-term effects may include an increased risk of cancer and genetic mutations. Developing appropriate protective measures and emergency response plans is essential in minimizing the impact on human health. The concern surrounding smart meter radiation arises from the deployment of advanced utility meters that use wireless technology to transmit data. Some individuals worry about potential health risks associated with prolonged exposure to electromagnetic radiation from smart meters. However, extensive research and studies conducted by regulatory bodies have generally indicated that the levels of radiation emitted by smart meters are within safe limits and do not pose significant health risks. Potassium iodide is a medication used as a preventive measure against the harmful effects of radioactive iodine exposure. In the event of a nuclear accident or incident, radioactive iodine can be released into the environment, and its absorption by the thyroid gland can lead to an increased risk of thyroid cancer. Potassium iodide tablets can help protect the thyroid gland by saturating it with stable iodine, reducing the uptake of radioactive iodine. In conclusion, radiation encompasses a wide range of topics and applications, ranging from civil defense and radiation detectors to the effects of radiation on human health and its representation in literature. It is important to understand the risks, precautions, and safety measures associated with radiation to ensure the well-being of individuals and the environment.